What if you got to live your life again, exactly the same, but finally saw it clearly? Welcome to Twice, a soul-stirring, emotionally powerful novel from Mitch Albom, the #1 New York Times best-selling author of Tuesdays with Morrie and the 5 People You Meet in Heaven. This isn't just a story about second chances. It's a profound journey through regret, redemption, and the quiet moments that define a lifetime. With its heartfelt wisdom and gentle magic, Twice asks one unforgettable question. If you could live your life again, would you finally choose happiness? When Eli Kaminsky dies suddenly at 52, he doesn't expect to wake up back in his 22-year-old body, reliving every moment of his past exactly as before. No changes, no do-overs, just him, watching his own life unfold like a movie he's already seen. But this time, he sees everything differently, and what he discovers will break your heart, and then heal it. In Twice, we follow Eli Kaminsky, an ordinary man with an extraordinary second chance. He lived a decent life. He was a husband, a father, a good provider. But when he dies unexpectedly, he's given a rare gift, the chance to relive his entire life. Twice. The catch? He can't change a single thing. He can only witness it with full awareness, memory, and emotion, knowing now what he didn't know then. The first time around, Eli missed so much. He was too focused on work, too caught up in fear, too afraid to be vulnerable. He took love for granted. He ignored the small joys. He let grief silence him. And he never told the people who mattered most how deeply he loved them. Now, as he watches himself grow from a shy college student into a middle-aged man, Eli begins to see his life not as a series of events, but as a tapestry of quiet miracles. His mother's lullaby, his wife's laugh, his daughter's first steps, the way his father squeezed his shoulder after a loss. These weren't just moments. They were gifts, album crafts, a narrative that is both tender and devastating, blending magical realism with deep emotional truth. There are no flashy time machines or alternate realities. Just one man, reliving his own existence with eyes wide open. The pacing is deliberate, the tone reflective, and the emotional payoff immense. Whether you're listening on a long drive, during a late-night walk, or curled up under blankets, Twice demands your full attention and rewards it with tears, laughter, and lasting insight. At the heart of the story is Rosa, Eli's wife, a woman whose quiet strength held their family together. In his first life, Eli often took her for granted, buried in his career and personal fears. But now, watching her love him through every high and low, he realizes she was the constant light in his darkness. Her kindness, her patience, her unwavering belief in him, even when he didn't believe in himself. Then there's Leela, his daughter. Watching her childhood again, Eli grieves the times he was too busy to play, too distracted to listen, too proud to cry. He sees how her young heart mirrored his own, and how, without meaning to, he passed on his silence. Albom doesn't just tell a story. He makes you feel it. Every chapter peels back another layer of Eli's soul, revealing the beauty hidden in the mundane. A shared meal, a rainy afternoon, a hand held in silence. These aren't just memories. They're proof that life isn't measured in grand achievements, but in love given and received. As Eli relives key moments, the day he met Rosa, the birth of his daughter, the death of his father, he begins to understand what truly mattered. Not the promotions, not the accolades, but the presence, the connection, the courage to say, "I love you," even when it felt risky. And perhaps most powerfully, Twice explores forgiveness, not just of others, but of ourselves. Eli carries guilt for the words unsaid, the hugs withheld, the joy missed. But as he watches his life unfold a second time, he learns something radical. It's not too late. Because even though he can't change the past, he can understand it. And in that understanding, there is peace. By the time you reach the final chapter, you won't just remember the plot. You'll remember how it made you feel. You'll think of your own parents, your partner, your children, You'll recall moments you've forgotten, and you might just pick up the phone and say the words you've been saving for someday. Because Twice isn't just a book, it's a mirror, a reminder, a call to live, really live, while you still can. So, are you ready to see your life differently? Press play, let the story unfold, and prepare to fall in love with life all over again. Twice. Available now. Don't miss this moving, unforgettable audiobook that proves it's never too late to appreciate the ones you love.